Well, while he doesn't attract the same attention as his two headline-making brothers, Ricky and Jared, who are enjoying wonderful seasons at the moment, Alchin certainly has had a wonderful career in harness racing both on and off the track. I caught up with Alex to have a talk about his harness racing career. Well, Alex, would it be fair to say while brothers Ricky and Jared have been attracting all the attention as far as the family is concerned this season, and rightly so, been enjoying wonderful success, you're just happy to fly under the radar?
Yeah, definitely, Mick. They've both got a good team of babies right through to older horses. I've only got a small team, but of what I've got there's a few there that go okay.
What about this career, which started out as a rising star in 2013 in the driving ranks? From that point onwards, Alex, you sort of like faded out of the scene a little bit. Was that through lack of opportunities or just being a reluctant driver?
Oh, I think it's one of them things, Mick. Unless you're going around all the time, you might as well put the people on that are. It's them split-second decisions that you need to make, and you might as well put the people on that are going around all the time. And while I'm thinking about making them decisions, they've already made them. So that's the way I look at it.
What's a comfortable number for you as far as training horses?
I like to have 4 to 6. That's about as many as I can fit where I am. So if I can keep it in that, it's good.
Alex, you've had a wonderful career as far as learning the trade for some outstanding performers. David Wilkins, you started with him, you ended up with Paul Fitzpatrick. Then you had the opportunity to work a stable foreman for the McCarthy team.
Yeah, I've been pretty well travelled, but in harness racing, I think you never stop learning, and there's no rules. There's plenty of ways to do it, so it's good to get out and learn from a lot of different people and see how different people do things.
Alex, you've also been stable foreman for brother Jared.
Yeah, that was good. We had a few blues in the time, but no, he does a good job, Jared. He's very particular with the way he does things, and he's definitely getting the results now.
You did enjoy Group 1 success with Bacardi Hurricane, so that would have sort of like eased some of the arguments.
Yeah, definitely. It was good that night, so we had a good night. The only one that didn't win was, I think, the one we thought would win the most. So it's funny how that works.
When I speak to the three brothers, either one of them, they always refer to Russell Harpley, your grandfather, as Pop. Great affection, great love, and still a wonderful man in harness racing.
Yeah, that's right. Without Pop, none of us would be in harness racing. Mum and Dad, they had nothing to do with the horses, so all of us getting involved was through Pop, and still to this day we'll have a late night at the races, and won't matter what time it is, he'll give a call and make sure we're getting home okay and have a chat about him, and he's not a race he misses.
Alex, it must have given you great satisfaction where Cyclone Lucky 7 managed to win a feature event which was owned by Pop and trained by yourself.
Yeah, it did. Any horse that we've got with Pop, it's special when they win. There was sort of him, and had Joyce's Desire, who she done a really good job in her limited starts, and we've now actually got one out of Joyce's Desire called I'm Vexatious, who he recently won here at Menangle on a Tuesday. He's had 4 starts for a couple of wins, so it's great whenever we can get a win with Pop.
And he's still based at Temora, and he's still very much involved in harness racing, although I think he's probably edging around the 90-year-old young mark. His passion for harness racing has never waned, and his keen eye remains in place, and he keeps reminding the brothers, I've got an eye out for the next champion.
Yeah, he does. Even not long back, he rang me there one day and he said, I think I've found a 2-year-old that I wouldn't mind you buying. So we rang up and we brought it. Her name was Malachi. She's won, I think, 3 races now, and she won again the other day. So, he's still always looking.
Well, the success on the track has certainly been probably overshadowed by what you're now doing off the track in the field of horse dentistry.
Yeah, I got into dentistry probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it's the best thing I've ever done. It's one of them things where you can still work with horses every day, but it sort of helps to pay the bills as well. You can have a bad week on the track, but you're still sort of getting something, so it's the best thing I've ever done.
And Alex, due to the COVID restrictions, your business has certainly been hindered to quite an extent, but you just returned from a very, very busy period in Victoria. Yeah,
I think everyone got affected through COVID. We were quite lucky. We sort of kept working around here, so there were plenty worse off than what we were, that's for sure.
And Alex, can you just explain to us the importance of having a horse's teeth spot on?
Oh yeah, it's very important, and it's something that can probably get overlooked a little bit. They're probably out of sight, out of mind a little bit, the teeth. So, but yeah, it's very important for their eating, their driving, and just the general well-being of the horse.
And apart from being heavily involved in harness racing, looking after horses in that regard, probably your biggest business venture in this particular field is the equestrian horse.
I do all ranges of horses. There's sort of, as I always say, if they've got teeth, I'll do them. So it works out well.
Yeah, look after your brothers as well, do you?
Oh, they try and get a few freebies, but they're few and far between.
I wouldn't like to put my hand anywhere near Ricky.
No, that's right.
On the subject of Ricky, tough Monarch going around in the Trotters in the Dominion Series, and no doubt he's going to be not only one of the popular picks as far as being a local, but also one of the top chances.
Oh, definitely. He's been a great old horse. He's been in every fight, like across the eastern seaboard, gone over to New Zealand and did a great job there too. So, he's been an old warrior of a horse, and I think he'll go really well again during this series.
Just giving your brothers a wrap, Jared with his 2-year-olds, Ricky also with young horses but with trotters, so across the board they have everything covered there, certainly mastered their craft.
Oh, they have. They do a great job, and Ricky probably got known for a long time as just a horse breaker, whereas now he's really starting to show that, you get given the stock and we can all do as good a job with it as what they are. So, doing a great job, all of them.
Well, Alex, it's been great to catch up with you. Hopefully Pop can find that next champ.
Yeah, hopefully. And I'd just like to say big thanks to Alana, my girlfriend, because without her I couldn't be doing what I'm doing, so it's good.